Hey, I've been watching a show that's on TV right now. It was on HBO, but now they're showing on a lot of different channels. The name of it is Band of Brothers, and it's about World War II.
Oh, yeah?
It's pretty good. They show people that were in the war. I think it was in the army. And it's people that are still alive today. And they're giving like an interview, telling the story.
Yeah.
And then they show, this is in the beginning of the show, they'll show the guys talking about the story, what happened. And then they put the show on, and now they got the actors on, pretending like they're the guys when they were younger.
Yeah.
And it's the whole group that they were in. Hey, it's pretty good. They started right out in the beginning, going into D-Day, and then they carried them all the way through till the end, when they beat Japan.
Yeah.
And it's pretty wild, boy. I tell you, they were showing how when they started getting into Germany, and they were walking through the woods in Germany, doing patrols around there. They had their camp that they would set up, and then they started doing patrols, and they would stumble across the concentration camps, the prisons they had set up for the Jews.
Yeah.
Pretty crazy how it was, boy. So many people.
Yeah, they done a lot of killing, and especially on those buildings that they killed a lot of people. I don't know, I forget the name. I think it was that gas, special gas that they let out in a building and it killed a lot of people.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's funny, how can the people all of a sudden and kind of one man, Hitler, let Hitler brainwash them that bad. And they hated the Jews because the Jews had the money, the Jews had the business, and because the Jews they're born with that business. So the Germans, they hated their guts because they were the rich ones, the Jews, and the regular Germans, they wanted to be the big shots, but they had no know-how to make the money. Yeah. Hey, man. What is
Take this paper.
Huh?
Take that, put it there so you can write on it.
Oh, you want me to... All right.
Here's the pen.
I don't like this
On
pen.
this
That's
one.
the one that's
Well, you better
scratched.
write. See under my name, write your name.
Underneath yours.
Grandpa Miguel.
All right.
Donations. Donations.
All right. Give me that. No, keep that pen. Give me that one. And write your name right over there. See where it says signature over there?
Yeah, 24.
I got it all filled up, ready to go in the mail.
I'm glad because 10 o'clock is gone
I know.
by
I'll
already.
put it near the little angel.
Where do you want me to put over here? Write my name over here.
Yeah, right there.
All right.
Your bodyguard didn't come with you today?
She's making chicken soup.
He's in the air conditioner.
Oh, yeah. That's nice.
Okay. That's my full name. Amaral Miguel. That's for the service. I have to write my first.
All right, come on, give me a second. You're wasting time.
What else now?
I gotta go in. No.
You got everything?
I gotta go in and hose down in the shower.
Right.
Clothes and all gonna go in the shower, and then I'll hang on the clothesline and dry out.
Hey, God, yeah.
It's terrible out there.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
So my father, he lost his papers from being in the service.
Oh, yeah?
His discharge papers. He can't find it. So he's been looking all over the house trying to find his discharge papers. Well, because his license plate on the car, it's the old type, the green one. You know,
the number plate, yeah.
and he's got to get another one because you can't read it no more. They want him to get a new plate. Well, he wants to get a plate that says veteran because he was in the service. Well, in order for him to get that license plate, he's got to show at the registry his papers, the discharge papers. So
that's the discharge paper. That's
honorable
it is,
discharge.
honorable discharge.
You can't
right.
find it. It's missing in action.
No.
It's lost. So I went on a computer to apply for like a duplicate,
Yeah.
and they'll send it. They're gonna send it to his house for free. Another copy.
Yeah, they can get it from the service.
Yeah. You got to give the information like your social security number,
Yeah, right.
information, and they're gonna mail it to him so he can have another copy.
Yeah. I still get my dog tags too. That's important too. That's an identification.
You still got them?
I still know the number by heart. 804-9004. That's an easy number to 804-9004. That's the dog tag number. In case if you get killed or lost, they go by the number and they find you. They know who you are. Yeah. And when I was in Guam, I don't think, not anymore, but in the days I was there was a lot of leprosy.
Oh yeah.
The villages, we were not allowed to go into the villages. You know,
that's a terrible disease, boy. Leprosy. That's bad. I've seen it on TV sometimes.
They had the MPs patrolling the villages, and the villages were made those huts that's all round with straw, some kind of a grass from the woods they pick up to make the huts where they live. And we were warned not to go over there because they had on the villages they had leprosy, and the Marines was the ANPs. They were patrolling because if you were crossing, they kick you out of there in no time, and if you talk back, they put you in jail. That's for your own benefit. Yeah.
You was on one ship back then? What was the name of the ship? Do you remember?
Yeah, well, I come home, and the U.S. Hermitage. And the one that I went overseas, I can't think of the name. I can't think of the name. I might come across automatic, but...
What kind of ship was it? Do you remember what kind of ship?
Cargo ship.
What was the year? You know what year?
Well, it's a Liberty ship. I worked over here in Rhode Island where they were making them.
Yeah.
Before I was drafted. I was working, but I couldn't hardly speak English, so I didn't pass on my exam when I went for examination. Not physically, but because I couldn't speak English, they sent me go back to school, go to work, whatever your job is, because I work in a mill, and after you do your work, go to school, at night school. But the school they had at night was for citizens to become a citizen. I was born here. I didn't want that. I want regular school so I could speak English. And the end, I learned by Donald Duck, the rabbit, and that's how I learned English. The small words from the funny books.
Yeah.
And those days, they were only 10 cents each. But I used to get a big kick out of it, you know. Hey, when you're 18 years old, not an old man, you laugh. Yeah. And all the girls welding in us. We used to make, on Providence, we were making the Liberty ships. They were called Liberty ships. They were all cargo ships, not fighting ships. And the girls that learned how to weld, they welding. And hey, they talking, and there I am, a hum dog, look, I can't talk English.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. So hey, they gave me a couple of more years. I was lucky. This time, speak or no speak English, you're going. All right. I had 2 more months of military training over here in Providence. That was on Davisville, the boot camp. Davisville. Then from there, I was shipped to California, Camp Parks, California. I was there for 3 months. Then from there, we were shipped for Japan. No, from there we went to Pearl Harbor. I was 3 months in Pearl Harbor. A lot of times I used to go on where the submarine base is. We were right next to the submarine base. We were right between the cane fields, full of sugar cane, and the barracks, and the what the hell you call, like the parking lot between the barracks, where you fill in when they want to check you or talk to you or whatever. Hey, Chris, all the pineapple juice, 10 cents a can, those lots can. Pineapple juice from Dole. They started, I think that all the pineapples on those islands are all from the Dole company. Yes, my friend, yes, and from there I went to Japan. I was there 3 months. And from Japan I went to Guam. I was there 3 months. And after that they kicked me out and said, go home. Time for you to go home. My mother was my dependent.
And the war was over or was still going on?
No, the war was over. The war was over when I was going to Japan. The minefields, before you get to Okinawa, all those oceans were full of mines from the Japanese. You have to be careful. Yeah. And we went to Navy Yard. Our barracks was Japanese barracks, but we were on the Navy base, because we were on a Navy base. That was a Navy base. That's where we were. And they at that time they were making 1 torpedo submarine. The submarine was about that high, bigger than from here to that car, longer. And you couldn't walk over there. You had to sit down. You could sit down, go sideways or go on your knees. 1-man submarine. You aim that at the cruiser or a battleship, any kind. You aim and that sucker can go wrong because you guiding it right into the ship. That's what you call suicide. The Japanese used to make a lot of suicide dives with airplanes and with the one-man torpedo.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I didn't know
hey.
they did the submarines, too.
Huh?
I didn't know they did the submarines, too.
Yeah, the submarine, one man.
And they had what? Some kind of bomb on it, too? Must have had
it's
some kind of explosive.
like dynamite.
Yeah.
Or whatever. No, the guy's committing suicide because he's going to ram the ship.
Yeah.
So what do you think is going to happen to him? Everything is going to blow up to pieces, including the torpedo, the ship, everything. Yeah. Hey, we used to walk down the sidewalk, and the Japanese were coming up, and as soon as they see us, they cross the street and come through the other sidewalk. They keep away from us. Well, they had lost the war, what you call it, Eisenhower. I mean, MacArthur had the Japanese surrender and the ship. I forget the name of the ship already, where they sign up the peace treaty.
Yeah.
Yeah. But when I come, like I said, I come home from Guam, but I made a mistake. See, we're young, we don't know any better. I should have got discharged. Go from there to Oahu. Get discharged there and stay there. Get a job for the government over there.
Yeah.
I didn't have to come to Fall River. What the hell do I come? My mother was in the old country. She wasn't over here. It was my brother over here. Well, he was in the service too. He was in the submarines.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I looked in Pearl Harbor for him quite a few times, but he was off on duty. Yeah. It's too bad, but that's the way it was. My mother was getting, I was given $15 and she was getting $35 from the government. She was getting $50 in the old country a month through the American Council. And because of her being my sponsor, that's the first ones that the government starts getting ready. Those that cost the government money out.